Welcome to The Explainer. Let's be real for a second. Have you ever stared at a blank daily progress report at 4:55 p.m. and thought, man, do I really need to fill this thing out? Well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to dive right into why so many of us hesitate to hit that submit button. Often that hesitation just comes down to already having a massive workload. Or maybe you feel like your daily tasks just aren't quote unquote big enough to report. Plus, there's always that nagging fear in the back of your mind, right? The thought that, hey, if I show my boss exactly how efficient I am, are they just going to pile on more work? But here's a massive reality check. Dragging your feet on those reports can actually backfire on you pretty badly. Skipping them can make you come off as disorganized or even unmotivated, which slowly erodes trust with your team. On the flip side, though, submitting them is this golden opportunity. It showcases your contributions, aligns you with company goals, and honestly, helps you get the recognition you actually deserve. Without those reports, your accomplishments might just fly completely under the radar. And the risks of going silent? They go way beyond just optics. Going quiet can accidentally signal a lack of professionalism to your team. But worse than that, it keeps your managers completely in the dark. That means they can't step in to clear roadblocks or offer you timely support when you actually need it, which ultimately impacts your overall performance. So how do we avoid these traps? It's simple. Embrace the value of transparent reporting and make hitting that submit button a daily, non-negotiable habit. It is such a tiny amount of effort, but it massively boosts your visibility. And that's exactly why we've dedicated this explainer to breaking down the true value of these reports. Let's dispel the fear and look at what they can actually do for your career. Here is a quick look at our agenda for today. We're going to cover overcoming reporting hesitation, operations and decision-making, trends and team accountability, evaluation and resource management, and finally, maintaining operational discipline. Let's kick things right off with Section 1, Operations and Decision-Making. The first major benefit we find here is real-time monitoring. Daily reports give a constant, reliable pulse on what the team is doing, ensuring consistent, immediate visibility into project status. And this immediate visibility is an absolute game changer. It allows leadership to catch emerging issues early and respond swiftly to project delays or bottlenecks. It means workflow optimization happens on the fly rather than waiting for a crisis to actually hit. And that real-time monitoring directly feeds into our second point, informed decision-making. In a fast-paced environment, managers absolutely cannot rely on guesswork. They need accurate, up-to-date facts to adjust strategies quickly and dodge any costly errors. Having that comprehensive data right at their fingertips lets leaders assess situations and anticipate risks way before they can derail a project. All right, moving right along to our next topic, trends and team accountability. This brings us to the third big reason for reporting: visualizing and tracking your progress towards short-term goals and key performance indicators. By keeping a regular eye on incremental progress, management can make sure the whole organization stays perfectly on course for its larger objectives. If progress starts to dip, managers can step in immediately to reallocate resources and keep teams sharply focused. Now, beyond just those immediate targets, we've got reason number 4, visualizing and identifying long-term trends and performance patterns over time. Think about it. Continuous daily data reveals all sorts of hidden trends that would completely vanish if you were only looking at a weekly or monthly summary. Think about the sheer value here. Positive trends, like consistently awesome performance from a specific individual, can be leveraged and turned into best practices for the entire company. On the flip side, recurring challenges like process bottlenecks or specific skill gaps can actually be addressed effectively just because they're recognized early on. Which brings us to reason number 5, accountability. Taking ownership of tasks and maintaining clear progress. Daily reporting builds a culture where teams truly own both their wins and their roadblocks. It completely removes the ambiguity. This transparency builds a highly responsible, proactive work ethic and significantly reduces the chance of any task being neglected. So let's do a quick midway recap. We've seen how these reports ensure real-time monitoring, facilitate informed decisions, track progress, identify trends, and really enhance overall accountability. Basically, they are your reality check, your decision guide, and your progress tracker. Let's keep this momentum going. Moving forward, reason number 6 is all about structured communication. Instead of relying on chaotic chat threads or just hoping someone remembers what was muttered in a meeting, daily reports give you a standardized documentation format. It ensures essential updates are shared consistently across teams, meaning team dependencies are tracked perfectly and no critical task slips through the cracks. Now, let's pivot slightly and look at evaluation and resource management. This brings us to reason number 7, early detection. Reports basically act like an early warning radar. First, you spot potential problems. Second, you initiate immediate intervention. And third, you minimize the damage proactively. By doing this, you shift management from being reactive to proactive, saving an incredible amount of time and resources. And that leads perfectly into reason number 8, supporting performance evaluations. Just think about the difference here. Relying on a manager's memory for a review is subjective, it's periodic, and honestly, it's flawed. But daily reports, that provides objective, continuous, concrete data. It creates a genuinely fair and transparent process for evaluations. Reason number 9 is all about resource allocation. When management has daily insights into workloads, they can detect gaps in manpower, budget, or time. This optimizes daily efficiency and goes a long way to prevent team burnout. Rebalancing an overburdened team with an underutilized one can immediately boost performance across the board. Which brings us to our final section, maintaining operational discipline. And that is reason number 10. Consistent submission isn't just about shuffling paperwork around. It's a committed, structured approach to maintaining high standards, professionalism, and continuous improvement. When regular reporting becomes second nature, that excellence becomes part of your organization's DNA. So, to wrap things up, daily report submissions are way more than just a routine chore. They really are the cornerstone of effective management. Their ultimate value is that they empower informed decisions, foster team accountability, strengthen communication, and allocate resources efficiently. Implementing this robust system ultimately guarantees the long-term success of the organization, and honestly, it all starts with you just hitting submit. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Are your daily accomplishments going unnoticed, or are you building your legacy of success today? That is all for this explainer. Thanks so much for joining me.